One of the most warlike tribes lives on the eastern side of the highlands. Deep in the forest, smoke rises from the homesteads of the Huli people. Like all highland people, they construct houses that are deliberately low to the ground. This enables a small fire to keep the building and its occupants warm during chilly mountain nights. Huli husbands live separately from their wives in a communal men's house. During the evening hours, they socialize and fashion tools from local materials. Within the living memory of these men, stone axes were the best available tool. Great care was taken to make such a simple yet highly effective instrument. Today, they are still made, but for a different purpose. Remnants of the Stone Age have attracted the modern world, and stone axes are made to sell to tourists. Male solidarity is strong among Huli men. They keep their interactions with women at a minimum. Too much contact is considered potentially dangerous to a man. In this region where fighting is constant, training in the arts of war is their major preoccupation. The Huli also cultivated another form of art. With simple wooden and stone tools, they created a most sophisticated system of agriculture. They built rolling terraces and perfectly square gardens on the steep slopes of their mountain world. One impressed patrol officer wrote, "Below us, reaching as far as the eye could see, lay the rolling timbered slopes of a huge valley system. On every slope were cultivated squares of such mathematical exactness, I thought of wheat fields." There is archaeological evidence that gardening began here 10,000 years ago. That would make New Guineans among the first farmers on Earth. The main food crops were probably sago, coconut, and banana. The European introduction of sweet potato revolutionized life in the highlands. These Huli women are digging for its tubers. Sweet potato grows in abundance in these poor, cold soils and has become a staple. The success of the sweet potato has enabled the people to raise more livestock. The population of the highlands has boomed. Some people are moving out of the mountains and into the coastal cities. The downtown marketplace overflows with all kinds of fruits and vegetables. Foods from nearby forests also add to the variety. Karuka nuts and marita fruit are from different species of wild palm trees. A pig in one's garden is like having money in the bank. Pigs have long been prized in the highlands. They're a source of wealth, status, and bargaining power. The pigs are owned by men, but it's always their wives who look after them, and the care is extremely thorough. During the day, the pigs accompany the women to work in the gardens, and even at night, they remain by their sides. These women share their own homes with the pigs, while their husbands sleep in their communal house. The evening meal is roasted sweet potato, to be shared among all the members of the household, human and animal alike. Since pigs are so highly valued, maintaining this capital investment is crucial to each household. In fact, no man could marry without a gift of several pigs to his prospective father-in-law. As with all investments, there comes a time to cash in. The pig is not butchered as food for its owners, but is to be given away to settle a serious debt. These men have recently fought a war with their neighbors. In many areas, tribal warfare is still common. Payback killings perpetuate an endless cycle of fighting. In this case, enemy warriors were killed and their comrades want compensation, or they've threatened to retaliate. The payment is carried towards a neutral no man's land for the transaction to take place. Behind the pork bearers are warriors. They're heavily armed. They take no chances when meeting with their enemies, who are also carrying lethal weapons. The enemy tribe stops at the exchange site where the pork has been laid out. One wrong move could ignite another battle. The payment is carefully counted out to avoid any argument. They have accepted their reward and rush in for the take. Highland clans settle their own disputes. It's been difficult to police these people according to Western laws. Compensation ceremonies are common in settling everything, from wars to adultery, even car crashes. These days, the payments may involve cash or crates of beer, but pigs are still the commodity most valued, partly because they're a good excuse for a feast. The Huli Men have brought with them another prized possession, headdresses made from exquisite bird feathers. Only the most experienced men are allowed to make these ceremonial feather wigs, and only then by following strict customs. The headdresses are believed to offer ancestral ghosts a permanent place to reside. The headdresses are an integral part of the men's lives, and these warriors often travel far from their homes to obtain the necessary feathers from the birds of paradise. This is a blue bird of paradise. In the early morning, its calls to attract a mate ring through the trees, making it easy to find. The male king of Saxony has extraordinary feathers sprouting from behind its ears. He's a cautious bird, difficult to catch, which makes his plumes even more treasured by the hunters. A brown sicklebill bird of paradise. Not long ago, hunters would enter the forest in the early morning fog. They would set traps, then lie in wait in blinds with their bows and arrows. They believed if they shot a bird with its feathers already damaged, it must have dreamt it was going to die. So it spoiled its own plumage in preparation for death.